done! I made a sweater! I'm real proud of this. Here's the back. It was made in 3 panels. 1 panel, 2 panel, and then the back panel is a separate panel. I did it in a half double crochet where I did half doubles for 4 rows, and then I did 2 half doubles, skip a stitch, 2 half doubles, skip a stitch. The trim is also half double crochet, so is the sleeves. Real proud of this. So let's get on to today's video. Hello everyone, Lady DeWinter here, and today I wanted to show you guys how to make a chain stitch, a single crochet, and a half double crochet stitch. So this tutorial is going to be interesting, and yeah, I can't get the camera any closer, so I have to stretch out. Is there any way to get this any closer? Okay, yeah, that's much better. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I can see it perfectly. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take our yarn. And I am using today, for demonstration purposes, a J10 needle. You don't want to use a J10 needle with this kind of yarn unless you want really lacy stitches. But because this is an easy to see needle against this yarn, I wanted to make sure you guys could see it all okay. So the first thing you're going to learn is how to start your project. Now you need a slip knot, and to make a slip knot, you're going to wrap your yarn around your fingers to make a circle. You're going to poke your yarn up through there, make a loop, and pull it through like that. I'll show you again. You're going to wrap your needle, wrap your yarn around 2 fingers. Okay, and then you're going to make a cross like that. It's going to cross on your hand. You're going to take a piece of yarn and wrap it up that way and pull it through. And that is your slip stitch. Now there's a lot of other ways, and on YouTube they show different ways. That is how I do it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is a chain stitch. Now, you pull your thread, your yarn, taut on your needle. You're going to wrap your needle. Now I wrap this direction. A lot of people wrap that direction, and a lot of people do this thing where they do this. I cannot crochet like that. I cannot do it. I was taught like this, and this is how I'm going to do it. Now to make this very taut, you hold this bottom strand. Makes it a little bit more taut and easier to crochet with. So I've got a loop on my hook. I'm going to wrap my needle, and it doesn't matter what direction you wrap in, okay? I'm going to pull that through. Again, you see I have a loop on my needle. I'm going to wrap my yarn around the needle and pull it through the loop. I'm going to wrap my yarn around the needle and pull it through the loop. Wrap, pull through. Wrap, pull through. And I need a good long chain to demonstrate the next stitch. So we're just going to keep doing this. Wrap, pull through. Wrap, pull through. And I got to get some more yarn. My arm was laying on my yarn. So we're going to wrap, pull through. Wrap, pull through, wrap, pull through, and I'm going to do this for a few more stitches. Wrap and pull through, wrap and pull through. Now, you could do it like that, or you could do it like I do it. I do it what's considered ass backwards. What I do is I just simply hold my yarn like this, grab it with my needle, and pull through. You know, I don't do it like that. I do it however works for me. So, and you should too, but when you're learning, it just makes it easier if you have those guidelines. All right, so now we're going to do our first single crochet. We just made a chain stitch. So now we're going to do our first single crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip this very first stitch on the needle, the one that's right next to the needle. We'll skip that. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to poke our needle through the top loop of that chain. We're going to pull it taut, and we're going to pull up 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to pull through those 2 loops, and boom, we have a single crochet. Let's do that again. We're going to poke our needle through the top chain stitch there. We're going to wrap our needle there. We're going to pull it through. We'll have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to pull it through both of those. I'm going to do that again. We're going to go down here to this stitch. We're going to poke through the very top stitch. We're going to wrap our needle, pull it through twice. You'll have 2 loops on there, and you pull it through. Let's go do that again. We're going to poke it through the top stitch here, wrap it around, pull it through. Now that's going to leave you 2 loops on your hook. 2 loops. You go through both. Okay. Now this looks a little bit funky because the kind of yarn I'm using. Normally I would not use this kind of yarn with this size needle for this, but it's just demonstration purposes right now. So I'm going to go through that top loop. I'm going to wrap my needle, and okay, that's a half double crochet. Sorry guys. That's our next stitch I'll be showing you. But for right now, we're going to go through and make single crochets the rest of the way down this chain. So we're going to go poke through that top loop. We're going to wrap our needle, and I did the half double again. It's my favorite stitch. What can I say? We're going to poke through the top loop. We're going to pull a loop through. We have 2 loops on our hook. Wrap your needle and pull it through both. Poke through your top chain. Wrap your needle. Get 2 stitches on that needle, 1, 2, and then you're going to pull through both of them. Poke through the top like that. Wrap it. It doesn't matter which direction. I'll go from this direction to show you. It doesn't matter. Pull through 2 loops up, wrap your needle again, and come through that way. Okay. Now the reason that stitch is smaller than the rest is because I pulled it tighter. So we're gonna. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're going to go through. We're going to poke through to our chain, top chain, wrap our needle, pull up 2 hoops, and come through both of those. Poke through the top, wrap our needle, and go through both. Now I'm going to finish this out because I wanted to show you our next stitch. Okay, poke through, let me get my yarn, wrap my needle, come through both, poke through, wrap needle, 2 loops, pull through both. Poke through, wrap needle, 2 loops, pull through both. Okay, that is your single crochet, and that's what it will look like when you're done with your stitch. That is what it should look like, just like that. Okay, there you go. Now, we're going to turn our work and do a different stitch. Now, normally you wouldn't do that. You just keep going with single crochets, but since I'm demonstrating stitches today, we're going to do this a little differently. To turn your work, you chain 1 stitch, which you've got that 1 loop on your hook. You wrap your needle. It doesn't matter what direction you wrap in, and you pull through, and there's your chain. You simply turn your work. Now you're going to ignore that chain stitch now. Now we're going to do a half double crochet. To do a half double crochet, we wrap our needle, and you see we're going to go through both of these loops here, both of them underneath, right through there like that. Grab your yarn, wrap your needle, pull it up. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, right? 1, 2, 3, okay? Wrap your needle again and pull it through all 3. I'll do that again. We're going to wrap our needle this time, poke it through both chains here, both of those. Pull up a loop. Now you have 1, 2, 3 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your needle again and pull it through all 3. We're going to wrap our needle, poke it through both chains. You don't have to. You can poke it through either or depending on the stitch you're making. But for today's demonstration, we're going to poke it through both. So we're going to poke it through both there, pull up 3 loops, and we're going to pull it through all 3 loops. Wrap your needle, poke it through both loops, pull up 3 loops on your hook, 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, wrap your needle again, pull it through both. Now I got to get some more yarn, sorry guys. Running out of yarn over here, running out of yarn. Okay, so we're going to move that out of the way now. We're going to take our needle, we're going to wrap our needle. Doesn't matter which direction you wrap. I can wrap either or. A lot of people prefer to do it this way. If that's what makes you feel comfortable, that's what you do. Wrap your needle, poke it through both loops, pull up the loop. Now you have 1, 2, 3, wrap your needle again, pull it through all 3 stitches. Okay? We'll do that again to the end of the row there. Wrap your needle, poke it through both loops, pull up a loop. You have 1, 2, 3 loops. Wrap your needle again, pull it through all 3. Wrap your needle, go through both loops, the whole stitch. You'll have 1, 2, 3 on your needle, wrap again, pull it through. Now the reason I'm showing you this stitch is this is my favorite stitch. It makes a nice array of stitches there. And it's not like some of the other stitches that leaves you a whole bunch of see-through. I don't like see-through. I'm too old for see-through. So what we did is we wrapped our needle. We went under both stitches, 1, 2, 3 loops. Wrap again, come through. Wrap your needle underneath both stitches. Pull up all 3 loops, 1, 2, 3. Wrap again. And that's going to actually give you 4 loops on your hook. You're going to pull through all of those. Wrap your needle, go under both of those, both stitches. Pull up a loop. You've got 1, 2, 3. You're going to wrap again and pull through all the stitches. Wrap your needle, go through both stitches. Pull up another loop, 1, 2, 3. Go through, wrap again, go through all your loops. Wrap your needle, go through both of these. Wrap again, pull up. You have 1, 2, 3, and okay, wrap your needle and pull through. And there you go, guys. That's how you make a double crochet. Now, if you found this tutorial helpful, or you need me to do more or explain it again, just pause the video and rewatch it. It's that simple. Crocheting is not hard. It looks daunting to some people. It's really not that difficult. Now, I can say that because I've been doing it since I was 11 years old. But once you get a hang for it, it is such a satisfying hobby to get into. It really is. So I highly recommend you wrap your needle, you stick it through both stitches, and you pull up wrap again, pull it up, and go through. Yay! And there you go. So, until next time, this is Lady De Winter coming to you with a chain, single crochet, and half double crochet tutorial. Until next time, remember, you're never too old to learn anything new. Bye-bye for now.